Also, let me tell y'all a little something about this frontal. Baby, baby, I don't know. Hi guys, and welcome again to hashtag I was here. Now I know it's been such a long time since I have posted anything. The last video I think I dropped was the one with myself and Precious about school. Yeah. So from there, school has just been, no. This semester is my basically senior semester, senior year, whatever you want to call it. And senioritis is heavily real, okay? When I tell y'all it's real, like, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do any work. I don't want to be here. Like, it's that bad to the point where I genuinely don't want to be here. I want to fucking go home. Excuse my language to my family members that watch this, but I genuinely don't want to be here. I want to go home. I tell my mom this almost every single day. I want to go home. Like, senioritis has killed me this semester. But with all the senioritis and with all these stupid classes, I'm still a straight A student. So regardless, I'm still going to be getting my stuff done. So that's why I have been so absent, not present, not really saying much about my YouTube channel. But stay tuned. School ends in 3 weeks, and I will definitely keep y'all posted during finals week, during all of that craziness. So stay tuned for that, guys. But as for today's video topic is mental health and asking the vague question of how are you? I've had many conversations with a few friends of mine and partners of mine about this topic, and I've got like a wide spectrum of you should do it, you should not do it, what are you gonna do, like what are you gonna say? So that was a little bit discouraging, but I'm still gonna go through with it because I feel like this is highly important. So stay tuned. So in today's video, I want to talk about how important it is to literally ask people how they are doing and genuinely mean it. So not to just use the pass around phrase as you're walking past somebody. Hey, how you doing? You good? Oh, all right, later. Or like in a sense of like making it speedy, like it's a little speedy conversation. In this video, I want to point out how important it is to not only ask friends and family members directly and actually show that you are present in this conversation and that you mean, that question. I personally feel like it is highly important to ask someone how they are doing, and literally genuinely be present in that conversation, because there are so many people that will be going through some crazy stuff in the moment, and just seeing that one person actually, cares, one person is actually here, actually genuinely checking in to see that, my mental health is okay, my body's okay, my character is okay. These kind of things matter in a sense, because we don't, take the time to show people that we are here, that we are present. It's more so of a, let me speed past, let me drop a little, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And keep going, when in reality, somebody else might need that. And somebody might need, someone to sit down and genuinely ask, hey, how are you doing? How is life going? How are your family members, your friends? How is your mental health? How's your mental state, literally? And I say all of this because, I always have my little story times on here. So I'm gonna give you guys a little story. So as you guys know, my channel is all about growth, and this was also a growth experience for me. There was a period in time where this is a short story, but I don't think the person I'm speaking about would like for me to share their names, but I'll share I think they don't mind sharing their story, so I'm going to share the story. There was a period in time I had a friend who was going through a lot. She had recently lost her mom. She was just, life was getting insane for her, and I didn't know much about that. And there are people, as I said, who don't share everything that occurs in their lives presently, and she did not share that with me during the time, and she was going through it. Life was changing for her. She was feeling 1,000,001 emotions, as anyone who has a normal mind would feel when they just lose their mom. And there was one time I had just stumbled upon her, and I asked her, like, yo, what's up? How you doing? But not in the sense of like, genuinely being there, just, saw the person, I'm passing by, what's up, how you doing? And she just burst into tears. And I'm like, yo, what's wrong with her? Like, sis, you bugging. I just asked you what you doing. Like, what? And during that moment, she said to me that, well, she disclosed with me that her mother had just passed away. And she was going through a lot. Life was knocking her down, as life is always knocking all of us down. Oh, hold on. I'm back and I'm better, by the way. She disclosed with me that her mom had just recently passed away, and she was going through so much in the moment. And as she was telling me all of this, I'm like, in my head, damn, like, I didn't know you was going through all of this. I never, really thought so much that, me just asking you, how are you doing, or what's up, if these things would matter so much. But obviously in this case, it mattered a lot to her, because she just, the second I said it, just blew up. Like, it's like she was waiting for someone to, initiate conversation with her, or initiate something, to say something to her. And also throughout her telling me the story of what happened and so on, she also disclosed with me that she was hurt because she felt like no one cared and no one was there for her, and no one really, genuinely asked. And understandable, sometimes as humans we'll look back on it and be like, but you never vocalized these things. But sometimes there's people who need just a little extra tug to ask, how are you doing, so that they can throw these things out. Even though, yes, sometimes it may seem like, yo, why do I have to harass you to ask you, like, what's going on in your life for you to tell me? There are some people who kind of need that little extra push, which is understandable, because sometimes not all of us want to disclose everything that happens in our lives with other people at the exact same moment. We sometimes need some time to breathe. And then when we want to talk to somebody, it's just, all right, let me throw everything out at you, which is not always the best way to do things. But when you look back on it and when you retract information, you're just like, damn, sometimes somebody else needs somebody. We all as human beings need somebody. So in that specific moment, my friend needed somebody, and I was there because all I had to do was ask her how she was doing. So I feel like, especially with that growing moment for myself, I wanted to share that with you guys, just to show the importance of asking questions of, how are you doing? How is life? How is your mental state? How are your family? How is this? How is that? Genuinely being there for others, because it can make the greatest impact on somebody else's life without you even recognizing it. For example, with myself and one of my close friends, Daphne, like, me and Daphne, we don't talk every single day, but when she randomly texts me, yo, how you doing? How is life? I know what she means. I know that that genuinely means, yo, like, you good? Is your mental state good? Is your vibes good right now? Like, is everything all right? And vice versa, when I send her that, she knows to write me back the longest paragraph about how her last 2 weeks or 3 weeks of her life, or how long it's been since we've last spoken, how that time period went, because she knows that I want to be here to know that, all right, your brain is right, your mind is right, your body is right, your everything is right. So the gist of this little short YouTube video is just to get us to remember that there is more to the question of how are you. We can break it down into how is your mind, how's your mental state, how's your family, just making sure that we check in with our friends and our family members. We never know what they're going through mentally, physically, emotionally. Just making sure that we are present in people's lives, and not only caring about ourselves, and not only, being present in people's lives, but also, having reciprocity, having our friends and family members reciprocate that with us, because you could be here for everybody and their moms, dads, brothers, sisters, auntie, uncles, but people need people, as I said before, and sometimes you yourself might need somebody. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this YouTube video. I know that it was pretty short, but I just wanted to give that little oomph of asking the question of how are you, and how important that question really is. Thank you.